grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now today, we have a very, very important and urgent video. Daily market update. We have a possible run on the banks in Canada. Like, stuff is heating up. We also have some documents being unsealed for the Ripple lawsuit, the XRP lawsuit, which is very interesting. So one thing I'm going to say is Twitter is absolutely down right now on the desktop version, right? How can you be a multi-billion-dollar platform and have your desktop version going down multiple times over a period of 2 weeks? Couldn't be me if I was running that type of company. But make sure you follow me on Twitter right there, and then follow my Instagram as well right there. So we're going to start off with looking at altcoins, and then we'll talk about this run on banks potential, and then we'll talk about Bitcoin, Ether, and then go into the XRP lawsuit, and then we got a bunch more stuff to cover. So make sure you're watching to the end. We have Atom right here. Atom is the biggest bubble, and Osmosis. If you guys don't know about Osmosis, go check out Osmo. It is a coin on Atom, like in the Atom ecosystem, and you can stake. And you could do some great staking on Osmosis. But mixed day for altcoins, you know, pretty standard. Bitcoin is not doing too hot right here. BTC dropping to 40, what did we drop to? 41,700. Obviously, where is it? This huge support right here, right? This was acting as crazy support, which was like $41,500. Now, what I can see is like a drop back to like 38,000 wouldn't be that bad, right? If we drop back to 38,000, at this point, that's looked at as pretty good, like pretty healthy for the Bitcoin price. Or if we drop to like 40K, I'm not tripping if we drop to even like, 38K. If we get to 38K, I'm not tripping. Like, Bitcoin is pretty much being in snail mode right now. As well as Ethereum is also dropping with Bitcoin under $3,000 right now. You could use that as sort of like a benchmark to buy, like dollar cost average in when it's under 3,000, because that will obviously go way back up. But Ether, I would wait till it hits like 2,800 because that is definitely possible here. RSIs on both of them are about to hit that 30 line right there. Ether, this is hold on, let me go to the 4 hour on both of them. Yeah, Ether's lagging a little bit behind Bitcoin on the RSI, but ultimately everything's going to follow. Altcoins, correcting right now. Lots of still same macro environment, dude. Same macro environment. Let's talk about this Canadian run on banks, okay? So I posted a TikTok showing these graphs about Scotiabank, RBC, BMO or BMO. I don't know how you guys say that. Okay, we can't even click on Twitter. Watch this. Oh, it loaded. Oh, wow. Is Twitter up again? Let's see. Did they listen to my complaint? Let's see. Moment of truth. Oh, my goodness. They listened, dude. I dissed them on the video and they listened. Okay, Twitter's working now. Okay, amazing. So look at this. We have Scotiabank, right? All of these banks are having huge outages in the past 24 hours. So what this there's two things that this could kind of like be. It could kind of like be a cyber attack type of warning or on that narrative, or it could be the Canadian government and banks shutting down and putting these out because of the trucker freedom convoy thing, and they're getting funding and they want to stop the funding, so people can't even withdraw. And apparently this caused insane amounts of withdrawals. Okay, where's the graph? Yesterday's government statement has triggered mass withdrawals costing banks millions. Okay, and then all the Bitcoin dudes are like screaming from the top of their lungs, like, "Yo, Bitcoin should be the one you're withdrawing to." So there's a ton of stuff coming out about a run on the banks in Canada right now. I mean, my online banking works still, but this is either one of two narratives, dude. It's like they're either shutting these bank accounts off for the funding, like they're tracking, because there was another article. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh yeah, right here. RCMP was asking crypto exchanges to halt trading for wallets connected to truck convoy protests. So there was a bunch of Bitcoin addresses that they were tracking and trying to seize the funds from those addresses and track where the funding went, and then once it hops back into the fiat system, they would take it. This is just getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. But this is like, I don't know. I feel like it's blown out of proportion on purpose. Like, I feel like this is such a small thing being like blown up on purpose so that they can create this further narrative of possible cyber, security flaws, right? We've talked about this in the previous videos, but this is important. There's no reason to have a bank account anymore, dude. There's no reason. Why would I have a bank account when I can stake my money on Anchor Protocol in a stable coin for 20%? Now, there is a bunch of risks with that, but why would I have a bank account when I can put it all in Bitcoin or I could put it all in Ethereum? Like, why would I have a bank account, bro? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, so overall crypto market, we've already covered it, 1.9 trillion, just basically the same. This is what you would call a bear market, basically. Look at all these graphs, just down and flat, basically. Hopefully that new bottom is here, right? 33,000. 33,000. Like, why can't that be the new bottom? Or where did we go? Yeah, 30,000 basically. Why can't that like be the new bottom? And this was a bear market. How about that? Why can't people see that? They just can't fathom it. Now, let's talk about altcoins. Clearly, altcoins are not doing too well in the last 90 days. We can use our altcoin season index. This is kind of like the fear and greed index, but it shows whether it's altcoin season or not. And you can see only about 7 coins have performed better than Bitcoin over the past 90 days. The rest are red. This is clearly showing that it is not altcoin season right now. But just like how the fear and greed index works, this will one day return to where it's altcoin season. It's so simple. Look at all these times that it's went down and it's returned. It is such a simple game in crypto. And we're just up and to the right, bro. Up and to the right. Now, let's talk about the XRP documents that are being unsealed today. There are some documents that will be unsealed on February 17, that's today, including opinions from Ripple's legal counsel as to whether XRP was a security. As the notes become available to the public, legal experts out there will be much more able to ascertain the chances of a Ripple win. So there's more evidence coming out. And this is getting back to the root of the case. There's been so much BS, just a big capital BS around this case. Get back to the root. Is it a security or not? Just say it. Just make it clear. Like, get back to the root. We don't have to bring in this. Man, it's such a deep-rooted case here. So you had Jeremy Hogan, right? He said there's no way of knowing. There are 100 points of evidence out there, and we've only seen 5 or 10. So far, the litigation has gone very well from Ripple's perspective, but I've only seen 5 pieces of real hard evidence. So then they cover what will happen to XRP. Okay? So first, obviously, they cover the good on what would happen. Basically, the price would pump like crazy, right? There's potential for the exchanges to relist it. The wider digital asset space will be saved from the SEC if they win. Obviously, Ripple can continue without XRP, and XRP can continue without Ripple. In case of a loss, though, XRP itself is unlikely to be erased, as Ripple has no control over much of the stock. Much of the stock and an extremely high percentage of XRP holders. You can't be calling this a stock. Is that what they're calling that right there? You cannot be calling this a stock. The digital asset would remain delisted in U.S. exchanges, but probably not in other countries. So maybe we will all have to get a Chinese VPN or something and get over in China and buy XRP. Could end up very interesting. We also have some price predictions here based on these documents. So let's see. XRP has been consolidating near the swing highs with a pessimistic view. Really, there's nothing you can say about this chart unless bullish news comes out. Like, XRP is fully dependent, first of all, on Bitcoin, and we don't see Bitcoin pumping like crazy right now. And then second of all, it's really, really dependent on news right now. Because raw price action can barely happen for XRP because the institutions are not coming in because there's uncertainty whether it's legal even. And then the retail can't get in because it's delisted on all the exchanges. So moving on from XRP, we have Sequoia Capital right here is launching a $500 to $600 million crypto fund to invest in tokens. They're investing in tokens here. The venture capital firm will also actively manage tokens from staking them to providing liquidity. This is exactly what I'm saying, dude. These institutions are about to get into DeFi, and it's going to ramp up DeFi even more, in my opinion. So they're investing in real tokens, though, not the companies behind the tokens. And they're trying to go for liquid, like super liquid tokens, which means ones that are already on big exchanges, of course. The Sequoia Crypto Fund will have flexibility to invest in projects, but its check sizes could range in the $100K to $50 million range. Very nice right there. We have eToro buying their Ethereum domain. Very cool. For 25 Ethereum, they bought eToro.eth. This is a valid way to make money, is flipping these .eth domains. It's very hard as well, right? Very hard, illiquid market. But yeah, you can get in go snatch up some exchange names on Ethereum name service. Then we have this clip from Intel's CEO, basically saying that Bitcoin is a climate crisis. So we're going to play a little bit of this.
In 2019, you said Bitcoin was bad design.
Watch what he says.
Extreme and climate intolerant. Do you still feel that way?
It's the CEO of Intel.
Indeed, I do. A single ledger entry in Bitcoin consumes enough energy to power your house for almost a day. That's a climate crisis, right, at that point, and the more you use it. So if we produce a technology that consumes that much energy, wow, that's not okay. And then you sort of say most of the uses when I said that were illicit, right? And it couldn't be regulated, so it couldn't become a currency.
Sounds like the banking system?
For
banking system uses more energy than Bitcoin, and cash is used for illicit activity.
Nations and for people to use broadly as well. So I have this mantra, and we at Intel believe deeply that we have to be shaping technology as a force for good, right?
Facts.
If it's being used for bad purposes, a climate crisis can't be used by the broad. Well, that is not good yet. Now, that doesn't mean it's not a good technology, but we're not using it good yet. Well, Intel's about to bring forward a blockchain chip, that's dramatically better. That is
a blockchain chip,
orders of magnitude better in terms of power performance.
So bring forth a blockchain chip. Now, obviously, he's talking about some kind of processor that's blockchain based or something. Very interesting. He does have an interesting opinion there, but I think you should compare to the banking system and realize that it's the exact same. Now, Rish Menendez and Cassidy are introducing legislation to mitigate risks of El Salvador's adoption of Bitcoin. So these are some U.S. senators, and they're introducing legislation to mitigate potential risks to the U.S. financial system. And oh my goodness, okay, now that Twitter's up, we can actually look at this. What he said. He said, okay, boomers, you have zero jurisdiction on a sovereign and independent nation. We are not your colony, your backyard, or your front yard. Stay out of our internal affairs. Don't try to control something you can't control. I agree. This is weird that they're trying to mitigate risks of El Salvador. Like, come on, dude. Now, our final thing right here is USDC is going public. Now, this might be a good stock investment for you guys. They're going to be valued at $9 billion. They're going public by December 2022. Okay, Circle is the ones that have made the USDC stablecoin, right? USDC right here. Massive stablecoin. Yeah, so look out for that one because I think it will do good in the long term. But that is all we've got for today's daily market update. Stuff is heating up here in Canada. Obviously, the effects of it have not reached me yet. I hope they don't. I don't think they will. But there we go. Follow on Instagram, Twitter, join the Telegram group. I love every single one of you. And goodbye.
Grow, still can't stop it.